Bloomberg Audio Studios.
Podcasts, radio, news.
Welcome to our Bloomberg television and radio audiences. I'm here in Redmond, Washington with Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella with some big unveilings at Build today. Satya, thank you so much for joining us. You've got a new version of Windows powered by AI that basically means you have your own AI agent on your own device. How will this AI-powered hardware experience be totally different from what we've seen before?
First of all, thank you so much for having me, Emily. And it's really a ground-up, reimagination from silicon. So we have a new SoC that has the NPU. So think about it as we've always had CPUs and GPUs, and now you have neural processing units to, in fact, locally process these AI models. We have 40+ AI models that are local on Windows machines that then are being used by a variety of experiences that we have built into Windows, starting with this photographic memory feature called Recall, which is just phenomenal. And of course, Copilot is built in to Windows. And Copilot is just not an app. It's sort of a shell affordance that's going to be there assisting you as we showed a demo of somebody playing Minecraft and, me just sharing my Minecraft screen with Copilot. And Copilot helps me finally be as competitive with my daughter on Minecraft as always dreamed of, right? And then, of course, the third parties. Adobe showed how they're bringing all of what they do to Copilot Plus PCs and many, many more other developers. So it's an exciting day for us to have a complete rethink on the full stack of Windows for the AI age.
I bet you're pretty good on Minecraft, just a hunch. This new feature, Recall, means your computer basically has a photographic memory of everything you do on it. And the speed at which this is all happening is just so fast. It seems so unprecedented. How will this really make things different for consumers and change our daily routines?
Yeah, I think if you think about the PC, it has always been about creating things, right? It's about being able to synthesize lots of information, create new information, pass better judgment, gain insights, and act, right? That's what you sort of do on a PC. AI is an assistant. AI helps you as an end user do anything, right? So one of the most beautiful demos today was even this thing called Co-Create, right? I am in Paint, and I'm painting a nice spring Seattle day, and I want mountains with wildflowers, and I can now have the AI assistant. That painter in me now can be inspired by AI, but ultimately I'm the one painting, and I get that satisfaction. I feel one of the things that's been one of my coworkers was telling me when her 5-year-old is saying for the first time, give me designer time. That's what felt, it feels like in the late 80s and the early 90s when we all fell in love with PCs. That was what really got us going, which is the ability to use computers to create. And I think this AI is just going to take it to the next level.
Microsoft has had trouble keeping up with some of the new cutting-edge Macs, and you did do a lot of side-by-side comparisons today. Have you narrowed the gap today, truly, and how much share do you think you can take from Apple?
Well, I think today was a day where we brought some of the efforts that we've had for a long time all into focus and really brought cohesiveness to them, right? For example, we've been on this journey to bring, I'll call it ARM-based PCs for a while. Finally, we now have the best ARM processors, which are really, the performance of the CPU itself is cutting edge. Then you combine it with the NPU and these experiences. I think we are now going to start, just like, when it comes to the cloud. Let me take another one, right? Which is when we came from second and became a leader in the AI age on the cloud. I hope on the PC we bring good competition. Apple's done a fantastic job. We now want to bring real competition back to the Windows versus Mac when it comes to the AI age.
You've been doing a lot of unique deals to move quickly. For example, this $650 million investment in Inflection. You hired the team. You hired the co-founder, Mustafa Suleyman. Are you at all worried that regulators are going to crack down on investments in acqui-hires the way they have cracked down on M&A? Do you wish you could be buying these companies outright?
The regulators have to do what they have to do to make sure that ultimately there's competition, right? If that is the case, then I think one of the fundamental things that I think all regulators need to stay grounded on is where is competition, what are the sources of competition, and how to foster them. Mm-hmm. To me, that's what we're doing, right? Today, there is formidable formidable amount of competition, right? Whether it is between the big players or the small players, and there's partnerships are also a source of competition. So I don't think that this is about any one company acquiring or not acquiring, but it's about competition. And as long as regulators focused on that, and we focus on it, I think we'll be fine.
Microsoft just took a big stake in the Abu Dhabi AI company G42. Brad Smith joined the board. This is a company that at least at one point had ties to China, so there do seem to be some big geopolitical implications here. Is this your play in a tech Cold War?
First of all, it is important for us to be grounded in the fact that we're a multinational company, but that also happens to be an American company. So we did this partnership with G42 and the UAE with sort of the real involvement of the U.S. government as well, where the U.S. government has now an assurance program with the UAE, which both the government, it's a state-to-state agreement, and that allowed us, in fact, created the conditions for G42 and Microsoft to come together. But I think it's important for us as a company to be grounded in the fact that we need great partners who then allow us to expand what we are doing globally, right? Because at the end of the day, one of my dreams has always been, Emily, that can the information revolution, perhaps after the Industrial Revolution, was just magical in the sense that it diffused fast around the world. But this intelligence revolution, to me, can even take it even to the next level, right? Which is when people in the Middle East, or whether it's in Asia or Africa or Latin America, can enjoy the benefits of this technological wave. That will going to require real partnerships, and I'm very, very excited about this one.
OpenAI is your closest partner in Microsoft history. They just released a ChatGPT app for Mac before Windows, and we're reporting the same is going to happen for the iPhone. How do you balance partnering with them and competing for their attention?
First of all, like OpenAI, will decide how to prioritize platforms and how to really go about managing their roadmap. But we're very excited. In fact, I'm thrilled to have, today when you saw the launch, we basically took GPT-O and made it part of Copilot. So Windows is going to have some of the latest innovation from OpenAI and the latest innovation from Microsoft built into Windows. So therefore, I'm thrilled about their prioritization of the Mac.
ChatGPT 4.0 is, it's a pretty big wow. Have you tried ChatGPT 5?
Oh, so the latest? Oh, yeah, of course.
What about the next one? We hear reasoning is the next step.
You mean so the next version, which I believe has not been named, so I don't want to talk for them. But look, I think OpenAI as a company has really focused a lot on not only moving the frontier forward, but also doing it with really safety first. And so they're very carefully thinking about what's the next big model. But the thing that GPT-O, I don't want to understate the innovation in what they just launched last week, right? Which is just the first time they've been able to bring multimodal capabilities natively into the model, and you're seeing it. Like in the wild, as you use Copilot or ChatGPT, you can see the power. It's just, most people think, GPT-4 came out, 15, 16 months ago, but it's not been static. It has been continuously getting better, and we're excited about it.
So on that note, you stress trust a lot in your keynote today, but there have been renewed concerns over the weekend about safety at OpenAI. More key employees have left. One saying safety has taken a backseat to shiny new products. What kind of conversations have you had with Sam Altman about this?
Look, at least one of the fundamental things that brought OpenAI and Microsoft together way back even in 2019 was that focus on how do we make sure that we can make progress. At that time, it was not even clear as to whether things will even work the way they worked, right? But even there, that company was very grounded on their mission around, hey, we want to bring the benefits of this to the broadest set of audience and do it safely. So, and that requires, at least in my mind, I fall into the camp of iterative development of it, right? You can't just be in the lab. You have to get it into the real world, see the adversarial attacks, make the safety harnesses better. That doesn't mean you don't take safety first as the most important feature. In fact, I say, even at Microsoft, which is, the most important feature of Azure AI is our safety service, because that's what even gives us permission to deploy anything, right? You can't just deploy. If I take the base model, like even take today's announcement, it's just so important, right? Windows now will have 40 plus models that are going to be on board on Windows. But guess what? In order to keep them safe, we will use the Azure AI service, because we will be learning every hour of every day what is the new adversarial attack. And that knowledge, that learning will keep all the AI models safe, because the next jailbreak that happens, we'll learn about it and make sure that that doesn't happen on the local model. And so that's, I think, the only way we're going to keep AI safe.
All right, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to send it back to you guys, and thanks to our Bloomberg television and radio audiences.